it's not happening. Dolphins are just chilling right now. Dolphins are jumping. Diyan sa baba ang meron. Wala ka spring.
Baby, may isda ko kayo. Pino. May mga ano? Hello, may mga isda ko.
Ibon pa nga eh.
Asin ba to? Tikman mo. May critters ko. Sarap.
Yo, kumain muna ako bago malis. Yun na to, pizza SNR.
Is eating, and then she feeds the baby. So she's given a lot of those nutrients she takes in, she's then turning around and giving it to the baby. So over 6 months of that, she starts to lose her color. So as soon as the baby's eating on his own, which he is now, her color will start to come back because she's no longer feeding. And this is true for all flamingos. It's just way more dramatic for Caribbean flamingos because Caribbeans are very bright. They're very almost orange, right? We have flamingos in Abu Dhabi naturally, and you see them all the time. They'll be flying around, but they're very light in color, almost light, very light. So it's harder to tell that difference when you have a mother feeding a baby because they already start out pretty light. There's about 6 flamingos, and they all come in a various shades. But it's just so dramatic because they are the brightest. Good question. So flamingos prefer to stand most of their life. They can lay down. They obviously have to sit on eggs to incubate an egg, but they prefer to stand. Mostly because they're a pretty vulnerable type of species of animal. They don't have a lot of ways to defend themselves. They're filter-feeding animals, so they don't have a sharp bill. So their main source of defense is to run and get away, fly away, right? So standing allows them always to be in this kind of ready to run position. So the reason they stand on one leg is because when you're standing on your feet almost all day long, it's just a way of resting. And you'll see, you can see those two by the fence, they're sleeping like that. So they're so comfortable they'll sleep like that. Really interesting, right? And one of the reasons they're so comfortable being so close to the fence is because we train them to be comfortable at the fence line so that our guests have a great experience. So I'm constantly talking to our guests about like, hey, just enjoy it. Don't reach over and touch them because every time you reach over, it startles them and that's going to cause them to go farther and farther away, right? So some of our SeaWorld parks in the United States, we have flamingo habitats where the flamingos are so far in the distance. So we're trying to train it a little differently here to give a better experience for you guys so that they're comfortable being so close together. Does that make sense? But it's hard because the guests are like, oh, they're right there, I want to touch them. But you know, if you had a friend who every time you walked up to, he touched your face, probably wouldn't be your friend much longer, right? You'd be like, ah, that guy bothers me every time I go up to him. So it's kind of the same with these animals. They're very, you can see they're falling asleep at times. So clearly they're comfortable. That could break down really quickly if while they're sleeping, someone tries to grab them.
Award lagi daw. Okay po ma. Ayun na.
Yan, bibidyo lang. Natutulog yan.
Hello. Let me know if you have any questions. Right? Because he's a little kid just like you. So he's only like 6 months old. So they get heat from the food that they eat. So since he's so young, he hasn't got all his pink yet. So it's gonna take a while. Like does that make sense? Like carotene.
Hampis mama. Mama. Where are you, mama? Bibidyo lang yun, sigurado. Ayun na, kita ko na. Nakita ko na si mama. Alam mo, ayun o. Ayun o. Ano naman meron dito? Pauso.
Grows different for them than it does for us. We stand up, our hair grows from our head down. For sloths, they don't stand. So they hang, their hair goes from their belly towards their back. And their fur acts kind of like a raincoat. So that helps the rainwater come off of them. It kind of flows from belly to the back. And it's coarse, like a horse's mane, or if you've ever touched a horse in general. It helps algae and fungus hold onto their fur because they grow an ecosystem on their back. So they'll grow algae, fungus to turn green. They can camouflage better. And then there are bugs that eat the algae from their fur. And it's called a mutual beneficial relationship. And so it's very cool. They move slow enough that things can actually grow and live. Squash. Yes. So she gets a mix of every day. She gets
Ano ba yan?
broccoli, green beans,
Koala bear?
carrots, sweet potato, squash. Today is a very exciting day because we had a hibiscus flower, and I think of it kind of like desserts. They get very excited when flowers bloom, and so we pulled one so that she would have a tasty snack up here on top of her usual snacks. She did eat all of her egg, which is one of her favorite salads.
Si mama nakakonect na eh. Yung dolphin na doon, yung naglalaro ng mga basketball o ball, yung ball, oh. Lapit natin. natin. You know. You know, oh, yung mga Maya daw, manonood tayo.
They know us and our smell, so we have trade all we have to do is talking to them and they'll come up their other times every day they eat at least 3 times. Oh, it's one of
So, the only way, and it's not 100%, but the best way to tell